TNA performer Kevin Nash recently stopped by in Toronto for an appearance at the Wizard World convention. With TNA Impact recently moving to Monday nights, Nash spoke about his thoughts on the show's recent time slot change to 8 p.m. Eastern.
I hope they stay there because you run something hot at 8:50 and take that first quarter hour from WWE, and we can start building some numbers.
Nash has been paired on television with close friends Scott Hall and Sean Waltman, and Nash hopes that his friends can have a strong run with the promotion despite past issues.
They were the ones that came up with the idea, and they were the ones that, I contacted Sean, they contacted Scott. I think it's like anything else. If you do some new things and make it fresh, then like they want to call us a band, they want to do this and that, and it's just like right now our number one goal is to come up with a name for the group of us that we want.
Yeah.
Something that we own that WWE doesn't own. So, but for me, it's a win just because Scott looks good. Scott's getting in shape. He's getting his life right, and those are two of my closest friends. So, anytime I can go to work with two of my closest friends, it's a good situation for me.
Another talent that has been closely linked to Nash has been Ontario native Eric Young, whose character has taken a more serious tone in his on-air feud with Nash.
Eric's articulate, he speaks well, he's a real good hand in the ring. And he and I, we've become pretty good friends outside the business. He's a real breakthrough star. He's got a lot of, he looks like a rugged, bigger Paul Newman. That's what I call him, my rugged Paul Newman, but I think he's money. I think Eric's definitely money.
Of course, one naturally associates Nash with Shawn Michaels, who recently announced his retirement following WrestleMania 26, but does his good friend feel we've seen Shawn for the last time?
He's set such a high bar for himself, and it's just as he gets older that it's harder to he still makes it over it. He still is the best performer there is, but I think it's just taking more and more out of him. His kids are getting older. He wants to spend more time with his family, with his wife. So I think that if they would allow him to work a part-time schedule, he'd do it. But it's so unusual for them to let anybody work a part-time schedule. So he'll probably take the summer off like he always does.
Yeah, yep.
He'll revamp after Mania and
get some phone call.
Yeah, and then he'll come back. But Shawn's, like I've always said, he's the Michael Jordan of wrestling, so if he wants to come back, they'll always be. I'd love for him to decide to jump over and join us, but he's one of a kind.